We are officially live. All right, here we go. Let's get that stream up and running.
Hello there.
Welcome, future viewers and viewers who have not jumped into the live stream yet. We'll give you another minute or so here of us in our sweet lab coats. We've been doing experiments in the studio. Experiments.
All legal.
Bald eagle. Illegal bald eagles.
Wow.
You never know. But you probably are wondering, let's just talk about this here. And then when somebody inevitably jumps in and asks a question later, you can just say, hey, I was here first and I know why. So you may be wondering why we have all these graduated cylinders. I bet the science nerds out there are excited. I didn't just call these all beakers or test tubes. It's a graduated cylinder.
They just got out of high school.
This is a beaker, okay? Let's be honest about this. I paid attention there. We are working on a series of videos coming out to you soon over the next few months about G-Panel and our lab system. So if you're unfamiliar, I mentioned this a billion times in our actual G-Panel video playlist, which I will link below when this video is over. In the G-Panel world, we often like to, I say often, all the time, we are always taking user-submitted requests. So if you have a question and you use G-Panel, submit a request for a feature. We'd love to add that in there.
Absolutely.
Now, most of those features, once we get the request and get rolling, they get added to our lab section, which is for anything that that is undergoing testing. So it's still functional and you're able to use it there, but we pretty much put it there. That way we can continue going through our rigorous testing process. So ultimately what will happen is that some of these videos will come out of labs, meaning that you'll eventually get to see some of these videos where I'm like, hey, this feature is coming out of labs. So we dressed up in sweet lab coats. We got graduated cylinders, beakers, and there might be an Erlenmeyer flask laying around here somewhere. Look at that. Who said you didn't learn anything in high school chemistry? I didn't learn to balance equations very well. But anyway, that's what's going on in the Promevo TV world here. So let's dive in here with some fun news. I actually wanted to kick this one off, if you guys are okay with this, with a couple little bits of funny news. And before I go too far, I do want to remind you, I definitely remember this, but I'm hoping to remind you, this Friday, December 14th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll conveniently remember that as the usual time we do our live streams. Our usual live stream event will be replaced. I'm sorry, I'm cheating off my cue cards here. Will be replaced with a fireside chat event with Promevo, where I, along with a bunch of other experts from our teams here, will talk to you about Chrome-based solutions, devices, and much, much more. The idea here is for this to be an audience-supported event. So you may have already seen some of the links, one of which I'll be placing into the additional information section of this video after the fact, where you can actually submit questions for all of us to answer. That's everybody from sales to our IT team to any of our partnership things. Like literally anything you want to know, we want to try and be those experts for you. And well, I say try because I don't know everything, but that's why exactly. And that's why I've got a crack team of experts here to help me out. So it's going to be hey Rick, thanks for joining us today. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate your support. I love seeing names I recognize show back up in the chat. That's so much fun. So again, everybody that is watching though, Alfie's here too. Hey, Alfie. Again, this is an audience-supported event, so we want to make sure that you get your questions in. So again, I'll post that link there. If you go to Twitter and look up @Promevo or just Promevo followed by that or following the @ symbol, you'll find where we posted some of those links, so you can actually submit your questions directly to us. I want to answer them all. I want to answer as many as we can. That again will be this Friday, December 14th. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, as I've said 10 times, I love your involvement. And I also want to preemptively thank all of you for everyone who's already submitted questions, those of you who are about to submit questions. And I want to give a huge shout out to one of our most active friends and fans here, Tom Mulaney. If you don't, we're going to clap for him in a second. Let him earn it. Tom is doing great things in the world of education, and he has a heavy focus on Chrome. We've gotten to meet Tom a few times. If you go back to our catalog, you'll recognize Tom from our video on Google's Jamboard, where Tom jammed with us. So let's clap for Tom, everybody. Very cool. Our best red letter media impression. Okay, let's kick the news off today with something I thought was pretty fun, since I typically get to do most, if not all, the YouTube-y type stuff here. I thought this was hilarious. I thought you all would enjoy this little anecdote with me. Move over Justin Bieber's music video for Baby, because YouTube Rewind 2018 is about to be dethroning you as the most disliked video on YouTube. YouTube Rewind 2018 became the fastest video to climb this list, gaining over 4.5 million dislikes in just under 48 hours, becoming the second most disliked video of all time and the most disliked non-music video on YouTube. That's amazing. And this means Promevo TV Rewind 2018 is now being put on an indefinite hold, but that's mostly because I didn't invent it yet. On a more functional and useful news, Google's released a jacket, a jacquard jacket, and it will be gaining the ability to vibrate. This is really cool. I actually think this is a great feature. It will gain the ability to vibrate if you leave your phone behind when you leave the house. So using two-way communication, I apparently needed to count that on my fingers, the Tech Smart denim jacket in conjunction with the creator, Levi, you might be familiar with their jeans. You might be wearing a pair right now. Will be sending a notification to both your phone and to the jacket itself, keeping you alert if you frequently forget your device. And the price tag is currently set at $350. So, provided that's a good jacket, that's actually, judging from a lot of the higher end jackets I've purchased in recent memories, that sounds to be about in the ballpark of a good price range. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm hoping that Levi and Google will also just put this into regular pants so that you can remind me that I've left my car keys upstairs 3 times and have gone back in repeatedly to get things like a beverage and a different wallet, anything I don't need. Help me out, Levi. Help me out, Google. I thought that was a fun bit of news.
Yes, no,
but
I mean, I personally wouldn't pay $350 for a jacket, but if it's going to buzz every time, I mean, big popular song, phone, wallet, keys.
that's right. Very
All
popular
three
right
things
now.
you need when you leave the house:
That's
phone,
true.
wallet, and keys. It's the 3 pockets. Now the jacket takes one of those away,
That's
so
right.
I only have to worry about 2 things.
So not only will the internet be all abuzz with this, but so will your clothes. And hey, Rick, I'm really glad to hear that you're enjoying your HP 11G5, and you've got a 2 weeks, or 2 weeks in, so the honeymoon period is a little bit over, but you also know it's a good device. So, hey, non-touch, it's funny, I know everybody loves the touchscreens, but I have to be that one, not courtesy no, because I'm into it. But I always forget that I have a touchscreen until I need to use it, and then I'll go back to the mouse. I don't know, maybe that's an age thing. Maybe that's just me feeling like an old man, but
Could be.
yeah, well,
Emails, you'll get depending on the conversation, you'll get an automated response that'll let you just fill it out, whether it's, good morning or thank you. So something big coming to both mobile devices and Chrome OS and Android all around is Smart Reply. So while in Google Hangouts Meet, it'll kind of almost like AI your conversation, and it'll read through and give you 3 or 4 different automated responses if you don't completely type out your response. So little big thing that's going on there.
I think that's been great. It's been really helpful on mobile because now when you pull
yeah.
up an email in Gmail to give me those 3 responses,
Yep.
it's usually like, awesome, sounds great, and thanks so much, and all the things that I probably would never write back to somebody in an email.
But I'd like to think I would.
Yeah, exactly. If I were a better human being, this is how I would handle emails. But not just that, too. And if you're on desktop, what I really like now is it'll kind of also offer an almost autocomplete feature as you're typing where you're
Yep.
like, oh yeah, I did mean to say thank you so much here. It's been very helpful. It also helped me be more polite in all settings. So shout out to Google on that.
I know, it pretty much just throws a thank you on the end of everything, which is 100% more thank yous than I normally give out. So.
That's right. I'm waiting for dumb reply to come out where it has me answer everything but the one question the sender actually asked me.
I already have too many people in my life that are already that reply.
That's
so.
right. Exactly. Reply all. Alfie, to go back here, by the way, I see your question, why the lab coats? We are working on some videos about G-Panel here and our features coming out of lab. So if you jump back into the beginning, we gave a big intro at the beginning of the video talking about it. But that's why we've got all these graduated cylinders. How many times did I say that?
4.
Graduated. That's right.
5.
Talk to me about calendar attachments. What's going on with
So we have-
It's a big Hangouts Meets day.
Yep. It's,
Too many S's.
A G Suite update. You can now view Google Calendar attachments in Hangout Meets. Hold on. You can now view attachments that were included in Google Calendar directly from Hangouts Meets. So if you're in the meeting, it'll have it up. It'll bring it up into a new tab. If you're using Meets on mobile,
Mhm.
it'll bring it up in your Google's Docs, Sheets, or Slides, whatever Google
The
apps
three
you have.
amigos.
3 amigos.
That's active now. That's a
Cool. It's been pushed out. That's
yeah,
great.
Pretty simple, small little update, but I'm sure it'll help a lot of people out.
I love the little quality of life
Yes.
updates that come out like that
Yeah.
because that's one of those things that you don't think about it until now. Now that it'll be a ubiquitous feature that you've got it. It's one of those things that I know just from our experiences work meetings. It's always a pain where you're like, hey, let's talk about the next meeting. And then it's diving through all of this stuff here. And you're like, hold on, give me just a second. And I'm sitting there like doing this because actually this is a pretty good angle. This is probably what I look like at the
A normal
like
typing
that. Yeah,
stance.
I'm Kermit at the typewriter. Rick, I agree. They are very nice. I love our shirts. Look at that. We got the. Are you wearing the Promevo TV one today too?
Look at that. I'm the odd one.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Ain't bad.
I believe that was a Meatloaf song. It's funny that you mentioned that, Rick. We've talked in the past. We've done a couple shirt giveaways here, and maybe that could be a thing in the future. So I obviously appreciate your support of the channel. I'd love to help you out there. So. Tell you what, Rick, I'll try and jump into the comments and see if maybe we can do something sooner for you. No promises. But I would love to do some more giveaways and fun things like that for all of you.
We should do that soon.
Yeah, because I know we always do redesigns. These shirts actually were part of our test run of redesigns when we redid the logo here earlier in the year. And I thought the shirts came out pretty good. I like the navy color and the all white. But we do have a full color version. There's all kinds of options. So yeah, cross your fingers on that one for me, Rick, and make sure if you don't hear from me, feel free to give me a hard time.
Line up our emails.
Hey, what's up? Oh, welcome back. I'm going to mispronounce your first name, but I recognize you, Ivy. I know we've talked a bunch over the years. We are doing great, and I really, really hope you're all doing well as well. So, I know we covered a bunch of the news stuff here. I'll give one more reminder about our Q&A coming out this Friday, which, again, will be Friday, December 14th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be providing a link in this video after the stream is over, unless I know some of my marketing team is in there. If any of you want to jump in the chat and ping the link into the chat, that would be very helpful too. If not, again, I will make sure that this goes right in here. You can also follow us on social media. So go to Twitter, @Promevo, find us. You'll see us posting about this. We've posted the link, I believe, earlier today. Cool. Rick's on EST too. Rick, where are you from? No, but we can actually get this ready to go. We'll have all of your questions ready to be submitted. Anything, hey, we don't have to tell who submitted the question. So if you don't want us to read your first name or something like that, let me know that you'd like to be read anonymously there. I think it's going to be a great event. And we're hoping that if this goes well, we'd love to do these sessions more frequently, maybe as often as once a month. Again, as always, we try to cater this content for the audience to see what they want and what they're feeling. So I think those are the biggest things. The real question is, when are you all going to watch our videos wearing your own lab coats? And if exactly. Tweet us photos of you in lab coats.
Photos of you with graduated beakers.
That's right. Cylinders.
Come on, Holland.
This is the beaker. Well, that's 2 today, Holland. All right, everybody.
Not graduated.
Thumbs down for Holland.
We're going back to science class.
That's right. So we'll have some of those, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we'll have some of those GPN Labs videos here, hopefully to you in the future. We like to go through our QA process here. So hopefully that'll be this week. Maybe you'll see something there. But either way, this Friday. I found out that we cannot actually have the marketing team comment on the chat thread. So we will go ahead and, as I promised, I'll go ahead and put the links to everything in the video once it's done in the additional info section. So as always, I really appreciate you all for supporting us. Thanks for jumping in the live streams. Come get involved with us this Friday. Like I said earlier, we're going to have experts from everybody from the sales team, IT team, our partner groups, you name it. We want to answer every question that you possibly could have about the world of Chrome, and even if there are some Promevo related questions too. So do your research, send us some information, and we will see you this Friday. Are you excited? Woo! I'm excited. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you soon. Follow us on Twitter @Promevo. We'll see you soon.